The other reasons why they get pulled back is because they violate the United States Constitution. So whether it's the First Amendment against First Amendment speech or peaceful assembly, or if it's the Fourth Amendment, they violate people's due process rights, or the rights to counsel, or they remove somebody, or they violate the 10th Amendment, which says, the states have certain rights and you can't, as a federal government, force the states to do something that's in your purview, like immigration. So each time they've tried to take away a grant from a state for not participating in the federal immigration enforcement, the judge will say you can't do that. 10th Amendment doesn't require them to help you. Or they try to punish a state or ask for voter rolls. And the way the law works, the elections is in the purview of the states. So the federal government has no business in asking for it. That's not your role. So, and then there's the other concept called ultra virus, which Trump does often, is where everyone has their role. Like the federal the judiciary does this, the legislator makes the laws and power the purse and all this sort of thing like that. And then the executive, all they do is have their agencies. They're responsible, but they don't have the authority to revoke grants or do a lot of the things they do, like declare war, what Donald Trump does, and all these things he creates that doesn't, like, Congress is supposed to create it, like their slush fund. He does things whatever he wants. He thinks he's king. When his first term, he went in front of Turner Point USA event and says, Article 2 tells me I can do whatever I want as president. And in the first term, he had principled people who would tell him, no, you can't do that, and would bring him in. This term, he just has sycophants, people who are just lucky to get the job. They're very unqualified, and they just are like the cult-like members. They know better, but they don't care. They're in this position. They're always flossing him and bigging up his head, and they do whatever he says. That's why on sometimes Donald Trump looks like he's written some court briefs. All the briefs to Judge Leon trying to get his ballroom. When you read the briefs, it's ridiculous. It sounds like one of Donald Trump's true social posts. So Todd Blanche is such a tool that he just can't tell Donald Trump, you can't fill out a legal form. It just looks stupid. Donald Trump's like, I want to do it. I'm smart enough. I think, well, how hard it could be. And Todd Blanche was, okay, sure, go ahead. And then the rest of us read it like, what the freak is this shit? This is so stupid. You are a clown. So that's what he doesn't. He has these people who don't tell him no. Even what he's doing is going to hurt his brand. It's going to hurt the party. It's going to hurt him. He does not care because he thinks he's the smartest person in the room, and they don't have anyone to willing to say you can't do that. This is bad. Ultimately, you're leading to your demise by doing this, because he thinks he's smart and he feels like y'all lucky enough to have me because nobody else will put y'all in the job because y'all are qualified. Anyway, I digress. Get my I digress merch. My This video is sponsored by JJLegal.com. You go down to JJLegal.com. You can buy me a coffee. If everyone who watches this video buys me one cup of coffee, that helps sustain my work here. Otherwise, if you like something in exchange for your email, you can get a True Trump Survivor Kit.